Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to tell you about something I was seeing, man. Um, Shoot, I don't even know. My phone's been kind of busy. Like, it was the storage. I had to clear the storage on it, so I haven't been able to make videos. Mm. Man, it's just like Holy Father said, man, in the book of Enoch. They turn themselves into like horses and animals and all kind of shit, man. They sit there and screw themselves, man, like faster than fucking transforming freaking animal spirits, man. I sit there and watch them in a tree, man, go into each other's asses, like, and transform, like it says how they pulled out their privy members. 6,000 years, man. I'm like sitting there looking at these things, man. I'm like, damn, bud. Every time we start speaking before we get like Holy Father clears the air and I start speaking for a while, and then literally, like, they can sense, like, they watch, the conversations and everything, because they're all up in your shit. It's a trip, man. I watched one. I'm sitting there talking, and as I'm thinking, this thing is sitting next to me, and it starts running my words, my sentence. That thing, within a few moments, just stealing my words, created so much pain in that atmosphere. It was ridiculous. We're talking within, like, maybe 3 to 4 words of this thing sitting with me and chewing on my words, man. As I was thinking and talking, as soon as I stopped speaking and started thinking my words and this thing started talking my words, it created complete pain. Just by the words alone. That's what, Jesus Christ is called the Word of God. Well, I'm telling you, they're words alone. If you read in the book of Enoch, it talks about how when they put pen to paper, it created death. And how Jesus Christ is called the Word. Well, as God is my witness, while I was sitting here, literally the words that they steal from you is literally created just a torturous, painful reality. Just the words. Okay, and we haven't even went into the levels of molecular manifestations, man. You know how it talks about they're going to live with the worms? They've created muscular dystrophy, to say the least. They've inseminated themselves in all aspect of Holy Father. I can look at a tree and there's temperature on it. I can look at the rocks on the ground and there's temperature on it. It'd be like, like Holy Father says, they come in and they try to steal his clothes and rape him and his children and murder him. And that's exactly what they've done. And even being locked up out after the flood, that's what they continue to do every day. The diseases that they created and manipulated in the beginning are still prominent today in this planet. It's a cancerous, infectious disease. Every sickness that you look at, everything that's wrong, was manifested and created. It's a trip. It literally was. Holy Father was not born sick. He's not dead. He does not suffer cancer. Nobody is stealing his car. No one's going to walk up and take his house. He literally took measurement in the beginning, because if you see these things, as they try to steal your words and your thoughts and your being, your every aspect, you could see them walking out in the desert, across the land, in the ocean and everything, trying to nail spikes in the ground with tape measure. You can hear measurements, you can hear literal tape measures going through the wind. And them literally trying to approach and dwell in your house. And Holy Father, he talks about after I save a man, they send more. I'm sitting here dealing with these things 24/7. It's like I sit in my chair and I'm dealing with big old psychotic goon puppet masters and demons running around trying to just manipulate sin, create complete destruction and chaos, because literally they are so angry and so jealous and so disgusting. They don't even give a shit. They're going to hell and they know it. So they're balls to the wall. If they can get you to do anything, it's disgusting. I sit there and I watch these demons dance around the human beings. If you're going to do a sin, if you're going to entertain sin, they're going to dress up in it. And they're going to parade around Holy Father in it. Because they are completely jealous. They hate us. They hate Holy Father and Holy Jesus Christ and their children because they are so beautiful and holy and innocent. They have done nothing to deserve any of this. These fallen angels have literally went out and manipulated, raped, and perverted and murdered Holy Father for 6,000 years straight. It talks about how the devil runs around on the ground like a ravaging wolf. You should see him. 24/7, 7 days a week, seeking to oppress. Let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. I watch people contemplate things, and as they contemplate, the devil sits back and looks for any kind of sickness, worry, hurt, anything that would bring you down, and holds on to that. It's like Jesus said, let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. Because as you're walking through this world, the devil and the Holy Father, like you see them cartoons with the angel and the devil on the shoulders. Let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. Because the devil is continuously manipulating. This world is a cancerous, infectious disease. You can see it's broken. We got hospitals, jails, abortion clinics. That was all manifested. All manipulated. Holy Father is not sick. He's not dead. He ain't going to jail. This is jail. They're locked up in jail. This is time. You need to be good. When you show up before Holy Father, like literally, you are naked. He showed me my whole life in less than seconds. In complete understanding than I could ever understand. In a moment, I watched him look through China like every single child, in complete understanding, personable with them every single day and every single moment, in complete understanding of every single one of his children. He has the capability and the emotions, and I'm telling you, his heart is bigger and heavier and stronger and cleaner and purer than anyone, anything ever, anywhere in existence. You stand next to Holy Father and you are inadequate. And he is pure, unmanipulated, untainted. And he's loving and understanding. He ain't no Twilight Zone bullshit. Holy Jesus Christ is alive today and well. Sits with me and I can smell him. He is a very pleasant and beautiful gentleman. So courteous and kind. The most beautiful, pleasantest, courteous, kindest, smartest, patientest gentleman I've ever met in my whole life. And works harder than anybody I've ever seen. You know how it talks about in the Bible, how they talk about Jesus Christ's work? And they talk about how he outworked all the prophets in his time on earth. They talk about his actual his work. You have never seen a child, man, king ever work until you've seen Holy Jesus pick up a piece of paper or holding paper. You see someone stack papers like they're busy getting ready to go do something? Wait till you see Holy Jesus stacking papers. Okay, it's serious. He ain't no joke, bud. He ain't no half-ass out there doing a freaking bullshit job. He's dead serious, man. Faster, quicker, more serious than anyone I've ever seen in my whole life. It ain't no joke. If you think Holy Jesus is some little weak, manipulated king, little whatever everybody, you know how the devil tries to paint him, you're sadly mistaken. He's glorified. He is a stud. He is a full-fledged king. You look in this world and you say king. You haven't even seen a king. And I'm telling you, Holy Jesus ain't weak. He is studded out, glorious, a stud king, stacked. He is his father's child. He is a lion, bud. And he is most beautiful and holy and innocent baby child. And Holy Father is most beautiful, holy, innocent, adoring. And he adores you. Every moment of every day watches you in just adoringness. And he's beautiful and innocent. And his children are not going to let anybody touch him in defilement, approach him, or anything. I sat there and started complaining, bud, and I got swooped on. Just for sitting there complaining about the conditions that I was living in. And they showed me straight up, no. My Holy Father sees every single thing, every moment of every day. Don't walk up to him telling him, bitching. First thing I did, I wanted to sit down and bitch about the current state of things. They swooped up. Little angel came up. Holy Jesus came up. Bowed down, looked at me and said, no. They're not having it. He's so beautiful and innocent. Beautiful, lovely, beautiful Holy Father and Holy Child Jesus Christ and his children. You've never seen such beauty and innocence, man. And it's, like I said, it's not manipulated. They are that. Holy Father he suffered death. He was persecuted, scorned, spat upon, and murdered. He's not going to suffer it again. He says, I make all things new. This world is going in the furnace. It's a disease. It's been infected for 6,000 years straight. And not one person could even sit through the conversations that them demons have or even handle the smells. Ignorance will kill you. Remember I told you the words created complete pain? That's the words that they were stealing. If you sit in their room and listen to their language, you cannot even sit. You will stand up and start spinning, and you will start calling on Holy Father because you cannot even be in such a place. And the smells, I was starving and I'm eating pudding, and one of them came over to me. Smelled so freaking bad I couldn't even, we're talking mixed breed, I don't know what it was. And as I'm fighting with them, they're literally, as they're seeing the truth, because Holy Father talks about how they spoiled themselves in this world they've sucked Holy Father dry. And when they see the truth, they start crapping on themselves. They'll start throwing up. You see them running down the street crying all the way home to their mama daddy. Call on Holy Father and Holy Jesus Christ. Bring them in your life. And don't believe the devil, man. He's a 24-hour lying, manipulating, oppressive jerk. They're trans chums, bud, and they hate Holy Father, Holy Son, and Holy Children. That's why the women became harlots. What did he call them? He said the women become sirens, whores, because the men are out there screwing porpoises and dogs. It's disgusting, bud. Big old fat child molesting transvestites. completely jealous of Holy Father, Holy Son, and their children, and they work every day in complete abomination and jealousy.